Hey everyone, it's JP and this is the tutorial for this week. We're going to make this bracelet. And isn't it, I think it came out really pretty. So what you're going to need are 11s and superduos. And that's it in terms of beads. Of course you'll need a clasp of your choice, so I use my standard lobster claw and a couple of jump rings. And you'll need 6-pound fireline that I've got here, so I've used the crystal. It doesn't really matter. You can use a 4-pound or you can use an 8-pound, so if you don't have the 6-pound, doesn't matter. And as far as colors, this color is the Miyuki galvanized silver, so I've got a big giant bag of it because I love this color, so I use it a lot. And then my super duo color is Pastel Rose. So I bought these from Aura Crystals. And you'll need a little bit. I didn't use quite a much. So I forget what size this is. I think this is like a 20 grams. And so I used about 25% of it. And so to make 1 inch of this bracelet, you're going to need 14 super duos. So this is about 1 inch. And so this is basically what you want to sort of figure into. And then you can figure out how long of a bracelet you need. Now, once you make so we're going to start off in the next part I'll show you is to make the center part first. That's where we start. And you want to make that a little bit longer than what your normal wrist size is. Just a stitch longer. So that way, because the bracelet, once we add the super duos, will shrink it just a little bit. So you just want to keep that in mind before you go ahead and do the work. But that is it, so let's get started. Okay, so to start, what you're going to do is just pick up 4 11s. That's all you need to do, nothing else. And then take your needle and go back through the beads. Hold on to the tail thread and just going to pull the needle all the way through until I make a little circle. And I'm just going to go through 2 of the beads again. And you should get a little itty bitty circle like this with 4 seed beads. And now it's just right angle weaves, so you just want to pick up 3 of the 11s and go back through the bead where the thread is exiting, and I just dropped it. Oh, pick up 3, not 4. Pick up 3. And go back through the thread or go back through the bead where the thread is exiting. So you should get that. Then go forward into 2 beads. So, because you want to end up at the bead on the opposite side so you can continue building. So one more time. And basically you're going to be alternating in clockwise and counterclockwise direction. So pick up 3 again, and this time I'm going counterclockwise. So I got my set there. Then I'm going to go through the 2. And I'm going to pick up 3 again. And this time I'm going in the clockwise direction. So, and then you're just going to keep repeating this until you get to the length that you need. And then I will show you the next step. Alright, so once you have your desired length, this is what it should look like. So mine's about 6 inches is what I did. And I'm coming out of the bead at the top here. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to get see where I'm coming out. I'm going to go into this 11 here. So you're just kind of continuing around. And then you're going to pick up a super duo and you're just going to go into the next 11. So this one here and the one in the next unit down. And that's what you should get. And then just repeat. So pick up a super duo and go into the next 11. And again, I'm just gonna go into the next 11 here. And basically all you're gonna do is work your way down to the bottom. So you'll have these 11s in between, or you'll have the super duos in between the 11s is what I'm trying to say. So I'll do a few more and you get the picture. So pick up a super duo, go into the 11. Pick up a super duo and into the 11. Pick up a super duo into the 11. So you should start seeing the right angle weave looking kind of very neat now, and you just want to work all the way down to the end. And then I will show you the next step. Okay, so if you've gotten your super duos done on one side, this is what you should have. And don't worry if you're noticing that it's starting to curve a little bit like mine is. It'll balance itself out once we start adding the super duos to the other side. But this is what you should have at this point. So now all you need to do is get over to the other side to start adding the super duos there. And so I'm coming out of the 11 here. So I'm just going to go into the next 2 11s and now I'm in position to add more super duos. So I'm just going to flip this up. And there I am. There's where I'm coming out. And now it'll be really easy to tell where to put the super duo. So pick up a super duo and you're just going to go into the next 11 there. And it should be, see, they should just match up. And again, pick it up and you're just going into the next super duo. And so you're just going to repeat this until you get to the end. Just like that. And you should start to see, and that's what it's going to look like. And so just keep going and I'll tell you what to do after this. Alright, so if you've added super duos to both sides of your bracelet, this is what you should have. Now to continue, what we're going to do is we want to get to the second hole of the super duos. And the way to do that is so I'm coming out of the super duo, this is 11, this is the last super duo I added. So I'm just going to continue into the next 11 here. And then the 11 and just this first super duo. I just want to come out of this first super duo here. Then switch over to the second hole of this super duo. So I'm just going to turn this over. So I'm coming out of it, just switching. Okay, so now I'm coming out of that other second hole of the super duo. I'm going to pick up 2 11s and go into this 11 here at the end. And I get that. Then what I'm going to do is pick up 4 11s and make the loop for my clasp and go back through that same 11. Alright, now just turning the work a little bit. Go through the first 11 here in that set of 4 that you just added. Now, pick up an 11, go into the next 11 there. And again, pick up an 11 and go into the next one. And one last time, pick up an 11 and go into this last one here, and then we're back to that middle 11. So this is what you should get, and then what you're going to do is go back through all the beads and reinforce. Alright, so all I've done is gone through the beads to reinforce, so I have not done anything else. And so here's what the piece should look like. So now pick up 2 11s, and you're going to just go into the super dual hole, that's the second hole out here. And that should balance our piece, and that's what that should look like. So it all looks like it's all connected. Well, it should all be connected. Silly statement there. And now all you're going to do to continue is fill in the gaps between the super duos, and we're going to do that with our 11s. So if you wanted to switch colors here, you can too. So, but I like the way the silver looks, so I'm just going to continue with the silver. So pick up an 11 and you're just going to go into the next super duo here. Just like that. Pick up an 11, go into the next one. Pick up an 11, go into the next one. And that's all you're going to do. So keep going all the way through, and then we're basically going to do the same thing at the other end over here as we did here, and then start up adding our 11s between the super duos on this side. But I will show you what to do next in a little, as soon as I get down to the other end. Alright, so I've got my 11s added on one side, and now I need to start the other side. So basically this should be simple. I'm going to do the same thing we did before. Pick up 2 11s and go into this 11 here at the top. And then pick up 4 11s, go back through that 11, my thread got caught the corner of my desk there, hold on, and so just go back through that 11, and just like before, go through the first 11 in that group of 4. Then pick up another 11, go to the next seed bead here, next 11, and repeat, pick up an 11, go into the next one, and last time pick up an 11 and go through the next 2 11s here. And this is what you should have. So now go ahead and reinforce this, so go back through these beads again. So I usually just do this 2 beads at a time because that keeps it nice and secure. 2. All right, and then the last 2 here. And then pick up 2 11s and go ahead and go into that second hole of the super duo here. And now we're set. So now all you have to do is start filling in the 11s between the super duos on this side. So I'm just going to shift everything over so I have some room. And continue working. Pick up an 11, go into the super duo. Pick up an 11 and go into the super duo. And that is it. You've already done this, so very straightforward. 11, go into the super duo. And then just make your way down to the end, and then I will show you how to tie off. That's the last part, and we'll be done. Alright, so I've added my last my last seed bead here, and I'm coming out of this super duo. So all I want to do is go through my 2 11s here first, then go through this 11 here that's in between, and then don't pull too tight because this will start to pucker if you pull too tight. You don't want to do that. So you want the beads to sit flat. So then I went through these 2 seed beads over here. Oops, sorry, went out of frame. So just want to go through the 2 seed beads there. And then all you're going to do is tie a couple of half-hitch knots. So I'll probably tie about 3. So go through the super duo on the 11. And, oops, did I miss? Nope, I didn't. Okay, so then first half-hitch knot is going to be between the 11 and the super duo here. And I want to make sure that's positioned right. That's the first one, and then go through 2 beads, make the second one. And then I'm going to go through 4. And 1 more bead here, and make my third half-hitch knot here, and continue through. And the thread should be nice and secure, so there should be good. So I'm just going to trim that. And now you can add the clasp of your choice. So I'm going to add a jump ring on this side. So I've got one here that I've already opened. So just feed it through the open loop, grab some needle nose and some flat nose pliers or whatever you have, close this up, and oops. There we go. Close that up. And then you can add the clasp of your choice on this side, which I've got my lobster claw. And this is your completed bracelet. So I hope you like this tutorial, and if you do, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're a first-time viewer, then please subscribe, because I put up a tutorial once a week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.